What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Jennifer Rush, and we're returning to the 1989 album Wings of Desire. As always, major thank you to Darren for this 5-album compilation. And the second track on Wings of Desire is Pleasure, which speaks to something which is enjoyable and or desirable. And in that regard, it can of course function on multiple levels. You can say that it is your pleasure to do something. It gives you joy, contentment, or satisfaction. Of course, pleasure can be more visceral and physical. I would maybe predict or hypothesize that this will actually work on both of those levels, and we could be speaking to pleasure as a psycho-emotional state of mind and also to a visceral bodily feeling. So let's see what I can pick up in practice. This is Jennifer Rush. The track is Pleasure, and it's from her 1989 album Wings of Desire.
So I don't have to use my mind. Can you stay? Don't go away. When I think of you, it's pleasure. Sweet love and pleasure. Unbelievable. Together our loving flows. Then you leave me lost in misery. That day, can you stay? So I don't have to use my mind. Can you stay? Don't go. So I don't have to use my mind. Can you stay? Don't go away. When I think of you, it's pleasure. Sweet love and pleasure. Unbelievable.
We need more of Jennifer singing with intense passion, sweet lovin'. So, yeah, again, it's led by her voice, both a bit of that fire, especially on that phrase, but also that long extension that was at the beginning of every chorus. I do also enjoy what seems like a pretty straightaway concept, the idea that this other person makes her feel pleasure. And I do think it functions on multiple levels. I mean, she's talking about sweet lovin' and, don't go, like, stay so that she doesn't have to use her mind. Like, it sounds like there is visceral pleasure going on, but it's clearly also an emotional pleasure, and she wants him to stay, don't go, which suggested an emotional affinity, a psycho-emotional connection, even if there is also lovin' in a more direct sense. And yeah, like sonically, it's interesting because it has kind of that synth pop ballad feel to it, and there's some keyboard electric sounds, that fluttering synth that went up and down, that was very notable, and also some other moments where again it sounds kind of like electric synth, even if in a down tempo ballad type of framing. But there were one or two moments along the way where I almost felt like, this is 89. It sounds like there's a hint of that, like, soulful R&B ballad, which a lot of artists in the 90s, I'm thinking of some Madonna tunes in the first half of the 90s where they kind of went in that direction. So yeah, it wasn't quite that, but it felt like it was a bit more on the path to having some R&B down-tempo stylings relative to other ballad-like tunes we've heard from Jennifer before. So again, maybe there's a bit of projection forward in time based on my understanding of evolving musical trends and so on. But yeah, it felt a little bit different from some ballad tracks I've heard her do before. A little less 80s, like in that like classic sense, is I guess what I'm saying. But yeah, a cool tune, and one that I think is in her wheelhouse thematically, if I'm hearing the lyrics correctly. So once again, shout out to Darren. Let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.